My name's Jay, and I'm a haunter. Are you a haunter? I bet you are. A haunter is someone who owns their own haunt. A haunter is a person who decorates their yard for Halloween. A haunter is A haunter is a prop builder. A haunter is an artist. A haunter is any person who has a love and passion for Halloween and likes to express it in any shape or form. A haunter is the young child who goes trick-or-treating for Halloween, and once it's done, all he can think about is what he's going to be for next year. Welcome back to another edition of The Brew. Today we're going to go over, or at least I'm going to go over, in my opinion, of what it really means to be a haunter and who exactly falls in that category as a haunter. So great, like I'm teaching school here, got the old whiteboard going on. Anyway, for me to describe it, this is the best way I can do it. What I consider a haunter is basically the overall haunt world. We're all really connected one way or another, whether you want to admit it or not, we are. So what we got here is the overall haunt world. At the top we got the pro haunt, is generally what most people strive to be. And right here we've got our yard haunters, which typically is most of us. Now, really, what's under pro haunts? You've got the owner, you've got actors, you've got makeup artists, you've got prop builders, sound effects, you got your owner, you got your actors, you got makeup artists, you got prop builders, you got sound effects people, you have people who come in and dress the scenes of the haunt. Anyway, there's several different aspects to the pro haunt, but all together, these are all still haunters. They all work under one group, and they all have a passion for Halloween. Down here in yard haunting, which is where a lot of us are, you've got your home haunter. But a home haunter has different levels, and there's different levels of home haunts. You've got guys who just do a yard display. That's it. Like me, I basically have a yard display. Then you got guys who go full on out home haunt with a big walkthrough. And then you got people who just simply put out a few decorations for Halloween. Also, what I would classify underneath the yard haunter or the home haunter, anyone that's not pro, is, and this is the key thing, you have the trick-or-treaters. So in your the pro haunt world, you've got your owners, your actors, makeup artists, special effects artists, your prop builders, the companies that build props, gore, different people, distortions, people like that, all that. And then your home haunters, you've got a different level of home haunt. You got home haunts who just put out A few little decorations, maybe a pumpkin or two, some cobwebs, some things like that. You got people that go with a little bit bigger display where they've got graveyard, fence, different things like that, and it's more of a display, maybe a little bit of a walkthrough that the kids come up to and get their candy and go back through. And then you've got your full out home haunters that build amazing mazes and different things in their home haunt where they replicate what a pro haunt would be like. They've got scares, they've got scare actors, they've got people that work with them. It's all huge and it's all a big desire. The number one thing right here that all of this has in common, everybody here has a passion for Halloween and has a passion for creepiness and scaring people. The pro haunt guy, he owns the haunt, he pays his actors to come in and act, he buys props. Most of the time he doesn't build them, some of them do. I'm not saying that they all don't, but they're so busy with other things that they don't have time to build props like they used to, so they buy the props from different places who build props, and those places only make those props basically to cater to the pro haunt. When you get down in the yard haunter, who's the yard haunter? The yard haunter is the guy, the person, the girl who loves Halloween, maybe doesn't have the funds to go out on their own to start their own pro haunt, so what do? In the passion of loving Halloween and wanting to show that stuff off, they build and create their own home haunt or home yard display any way that they can. The home haunter, they're a prop builder. The home haunter is an artist. The home haunter is a buyer. The home haunter, like I said before, is a builder. The home haunter is a manager. The home haunter is everything rolled into one because he's doing it all himself. Because it's what he can afford to do. Now, as far as I'm concerned, everybody here's a haunter. And there's a big reason for that, and a big reason for this all being equal, because this guy up here, more than likely, once he was down here. A lot of pro haunters, before they were a pro haunt, were once a yard haunter. And I think it takes everybody within this circle to make the haunt world successful in what it is. It's due to everybody. And I'll explain a little bit of that. So, including your trick-or-treaters. Your home haunter, he can't afford to do a big haunt. He's a big fan of most pro haunts. These guys go out and spend almost every bit of money they can to make their haunts and do their haunts, but also they are a big fan of the pro haunt. They are the people that will spend their hard-earned money to go to these pro haunts, to check out these pro haunts, to see what they got, because they're fans. They spread word of mouth to everybody else that they know to go to Mr. X's pro haunt because it's great. But here's the great thing. It's all a big cycle. Yard Haunter here, Yard Haunter X, he sets up a yard display, he sets up a walkthrough, whatever it is. And Trick-or-Treater X, he goes to the yard haunt and has a good time, and he's inspired by what he sees at the yard haunt. He enjoys it. It filled his night full of scares and fun, but more than likely what it did is pique his creativeness. So now our little trick-or-treater here, 6, 7-year-old trick-or-treater here, he says, because I went to this yard haunt, now I know what I want to do. When I grow up, I want to be a pro haunter. So he's going to go to school, and he's going to take art classes, and he's going to take different classes that will get him along, maybe mechanics, maybe different things in welding. Whatever it is, he's going to take schooling to gear himself towards the traits that he needs to one day become this pro haunter. So he goes to school, he goes to college, he takes art, maybe he majors in art, maybe he majors in manufacturing, maybe he majors in computers, something, whatever he can use to apply towards haunting. So as he grows up, he goes to college, he still loves haunting, he gets out of college, he gets a home, gets married maybe, has a job or a career somewhere else, something he can start out in, and what does he normally do? He starts off with his passion. What can he do since he can't trick-or-treat anymore? He creates a yard haunt. And he runs that yard haunt as long as he can, but he's got a passion that one day he's going to become a pro haunt. That's his end goal. Somehow he's going to get himself there. So he goes for years as a home haunter. Then through different avenues like Trans World and stuff that allow this home haunter, this yard haunter, to be welcome into the exhibition, he goes. Maybe he doesn't have a lot of money to buy props. Maybe he doesn't have a lot of extra money to spend, but he scrapes all of his money up that he can to go to the show so he can get a taste of the inside, see what it's like, which further fuels his desire to become a pro haunter. At these different conventions he goes to, he learns. He goes to the different classes that are there. He learns the back end, the business side, makes connections with people who are already in the pro haunt industry that help him out along the way. And then eventually one day, this guy here makes the leap and he goes for it. And now he's actually achieved the dream that he started down here as a trick-or-treater. He's finally achieved his own pro haunt. Maybe you guys are with me on this. Maybe you're not. You know, I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, if you land anywhere in this circle, if you're a pro haunter, if you're a yard haunter, if you just like Halloween and putting up a display, if you're that trick-or-treater who loves to go trick-or-treating and can't wait for the next year, if you fall anywhere in this circle, you're a haunter. Case closed. There's no other way around it. We all of us, started right here. Trick-or-treating. We went trick-or-treating. The holiday was fun. We enjoyed it. We went out with our buddies. Most of us who were haunters just loved being in a costume, pretending to be someone else for a night and running the streets and having a good time. We enjoyed that eeriness of it, the spooky stories, the shadows, the things behind the trees that you couldn't see or hear, the leaves going across the yards. That's what we loved. That's what we still love. That's what gave us the passion. From that point, once you couldn't trick-or-treat anymore, what was the next best thing? It was time to start decorating the yard. Time to create your own haunt. Then you eventually migrated into some form of a yard haunter. Some people are content with staying at a yard haunt level. There are some other people who want to go pro. Everybody that's gone pro has been down here at some point in time and at some level. They were a trick-or-treater. They put some decorations out in the yard at some point in time. But we were all right here once to get right here. So if you fall anywhere in this circle, you're a haunter. I'm a haunter, proud to be. And if you're watching this right now, I'm pretty sure you're a haunter too. Alright guys, I know this was quick. Sorry, no Artist of the Week this week. And no haunts from YouTube. Next week we'll be back on track. We'll bring back the haunts from YouTube, and we'll bring back an Artist of the Week. I've already got some good things in line for that. It should be a good show. Before I let you guys go, usually in everything with What's New with Unhinged, boom, right now, nothing. It's all the same. It's all tracked. I showed you guys the Joker last time. Oh, no, actually I showed you the finished Tombstone. It's done. The Joker, he's pretty well done. I'm going to throw out another tutorial here to finish that up, which is basically just finishing up the features and doing the hat. And then I got to paint him, and I'll film that, and we'll have the final tutorial on the Joker done. But other than that, next week, April 9th, Hunters Hangout. I'll be on Hunters Hangout, and I showed you guys a little bit last week. I'll show you again this week. Here's how that pumpkin's coming along. I'm doing a little bit of a gore effect on this one. It's not done. Actually, I got to work on it some more today and this weekend. Get it all finished up. I'm going to add some different things to this. I'm doing something kind of different on this pumpkin than I normally do. But anyway, this will be up for grabs. So if you guys want another chance at another pumpkin, be sure to watch Hunters Hangout next week. Until then, guys, have have fun, and I'll see you next time.